change for me, and that's okay. I feel the same. I'm on my way, and I say things have changed for me, and that's okay.
What's up, everyone? I'm Connor, and I am back. I have not made a video in quite a while, and that's owed to a multitude of reasons. So this past weekend, first of all, I'm going to explain the background footage is a bunch of different highlights from my first Prestige before I Prestiged in COD, Black Ops 3, the game that I've been playing a lot recently. And I'm going to explain why I have that in the background later on in the video when I get to that specific topic. So back to my initial point, though. I haven't made a video in a while because last week around, I want to say Tuesday, maybe Wednesday evening, I tried to start my computer upon returning home from work, and I learned that my computer, so basically what happened is Elgato had a huge update this last week and needed to install a Windows security update or something like that to actually get the Elgato software to recognize your capture card. And when I installed the Windows update, it crashed my computer and I had to reinstall Windows. Now thankfully I still had a activation key for Windows from when I initially bought the computer, and I had another copy of Windows 7 laying around too, thanks to my college's store. So it was not a big deal. I just reinstalled Windows 3 days after, and it restored my computer. I'd been working on getting a lot of different other things together that were more important, like I needed to reinstall Microsoft Office, and I actually had to download Sony Movie Studio again, which is the program that I use. Well, I was using Vegas originally, but I could not afford to renew my product because my license key had, for better terms, expired. I couldn't use it again to download the product because it had already been installed, so I had to rebuy Movie Studio, which I wasn't offended by. It's for the most part the same exact program, so I wasn't, in like a really bad place or anything because I had to use Movie Studio instead of Vegas. And then the last couple days, ever since that was done on about last Friday. It's currently Thursday of the week that I'm recording this as this video goes up. It's Wednesday as I'm recording the actual audio, but Thursday as the video is going up. So I wanted to explain my absence before I came back. So the second topic that I had, and what the song at the beginning of the video was alluding to, shout out to Taylor and Dalton for reminding me that song recently, as we listened to the new Panic at the Disco album. That's the band who sings the song in the beginning, and we all really liked it. And then we were talking about it as we were playing this particular game the other night, and we were talking about some of their older songs and how they stacked up against the new album. And I thought of that as a perfect intro song for this specific video. So I don't know how often I'm going to be posting. I don't have a whole lot of free time anymore because I started college and I have 3 classes to take, so I really only have like weekends where I have a lot of free time to edit videos. So that took a lot of the free time. It takes roughly 2 to 3 hours a day, which is not, I wouldn't take that whole time and dedicate it to videos, but it's of my free time that I had to take away in the time I would do videos anyway. So I'm gonna try and get at least 4 videos out a week of the sports stuff, and then, as I'm going to discuss now, I plan on doing a new series. So Troy Witham I gave up on because Fallout is a boring game. I have not been able to get invested in it. It may return one day, maybe in a live streaming format possibly when I begin doing that again soon. So I actually should discuss that before I talk about the new series. So I will be moving again. I know, I just moved like recently. I'll be moving again at the end of March. I'm going to have to take a break around that time because it's also going to be a vacation for the rest of, I have a lot of family coming to that area at the same time after I move back. So it's not going to be a really ideal time to do any sort of videos. So there's going to be a little break before then, but I'll kind of give a heads up when that comes around. And I'm going to start live streaming hopefully on a daily basis afterward, depending on how much free time I have. So this is all theoretical. So yeah, I'm planning on doing a new series of Call of Duty videos, particularly. Now, I was going to do just the highlights, but I realized doing the highlight reel that it really only takes about a minute, maybe two, of actual video time, which is kind of to me. I really don't want it to be that way, but that's just how it is. And there's no sound for these specific clips because for some reason when I reinstalled my Elgato program, the sound was muted, which I didn't understand particularly, but that's whatever. I only noticed it the other night when I tried to record a different game unsuccessfully, but I tried to record a different game with my friends and there was no sound as I was trying to test my volume levels. Unfortunately, I can't really do live comms here, even playing in groups, because there's so much background noise that my mic does not block out between me and where the mic would sit usually recording a live comm, because I have the mic closer to my face when I record these post comms. I pretty much have it right in my hand, right up to my mouth, and usually it's just sitting on my desk when I play and live commentate, so that's different. So I'm getting way off subject. I'm doing a new series of Call of Duty videos. I'm gonna call Average COD Player, and I'm pretty average at this game, honestly. I have like a 1.5 KD, and I was gonna use this series as an outlet to not only showcase particularly above average games for an average COD player, but to showcase guns abilities and talk about, as an average player with a pretty, I'd say, average play style, what I like doing in different situations and what guns I like to use for what specific reasons I like to use them. As you see, a nice streak right there. This is actually probably not going to be the same streak once I do a little editing, but I have all the raw data on my timeline right now, and I haven't condensed it. I was gonna condense it down based on how long this commentary ended up running. So, or I might just leave you with the gameplay, even though there's no sound, because some people are just interested in that. So, I plan on doing that probably Friday of every week. I'd like to have the same day of the week kind of for that. I would like to avoid posting on Sundays. Maybe not so much after Super Bowl weekend, but I don't plan on posting Super Bowl weekend. This weekend's the Pro Bowl in the NFL, so I plan on posting that weekend. But I do not plan on posting Super Bowl weekend just because I'm going to be so busy with other Super Bowl related activities. I'm probably going to make a prediction and preview video for that as well, or some sort of video, because I actually haven't made my Super Bowl pick this year. A little background info on Super Bowl picks. Before the Broncos lost to the Seahawks 2 years ago, I had picked, ever since I started picking the Colts in, I believe, 05 or 06 when they played the Bears. That was my first correct pick. I had never predicted a Super Bowl incorrectly since then, and that streak persisted until the Broncos got blown out. So yeah, my streak was perfect until then, and then I guessed the Patriots correctly last year. So this is kind of something that takes me a little bit longer to pick than maybe a normal person, but you know, the 2 of the last 3 years being wrong is kind of a cold streak. So if I could keep that number under 10 between now and the time I die, which will probably be 100 with my family history, that would be pretty awesome. Maybe even under 20 I'd probably be happy with. But for some reason, I don't know why, the highlight reel took out my awesome purifier streak in this game that you're watching right now on Combine, where I'm using the actually I don't know what gun I'm using. I think it's the Razorback. Yeah, it's the Razorback. It took on my purifier streak. I killed 4 people in less than 20 seconds with a purifier, which I thought was a pretty good streak of time versus production. So it cut it out. But alright, I'm rambling too much. I'm back. I'm gonna make videos. When I had to reinstall Windows, it deleted most of my files, but I bought a SATA cable, hoping that I didn't have to reinstall Windows. That was my controller dropping because I'm about to record a Call of Duty game for a future video. I bought a SATA cable, which basically means you can plug your internal hard drive into another computer, and I moved my files over, so I saved the next episode of NBA, which was an elimination game in the 3rd round. Winner goes to the NBA Finals, and a regular season game in Madden, which I'm debating whether or not to post. I'm going to try and play another game of Madden here soon so I can judge which one's better, because I just realized this last weekend that I only have 2 more months of Madden before MLB comes out, and I plan on making release day videos. I'm going to, again, make a video when that time comes around, because it's going to fall on my vacation. So, or the time period when I move, so it's kind of hard to judge when I'm actually going to begin MLB videos, but I will have more info on that when it comes. I'm going to just write down the things that I'm going to have later info on, because I'm really kind of at a crossroads now where I can't plan too far ahead because it's still 2 months, but I kind of need to know these things for these updates. So this is going to be probably the last update until mid-March, maybe early March. or maybe early April, or maybe until you see an MLB video. Who knows how long it'll actually be. So that's gonna pretty much. I don't think I have any other topics to discuss. So that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. There's another roughly. How long is there? I don't know how long that is. Another like 5 minutes of gameplay. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.